I see what you're doing, Danielle. I'm not sure if Rob knows about this. I'm not sure. I don't trust either one of them. I'm pissed. So now, let's head into the turret and tell who do we want to murder? Each other?
Sweet taters. Sweet taters. Sweet taters. Sweet taters.
And now, it's time for the Sweet Potato Podcast featuring Matt and Theryn.
Right when I was out, they pulled me back in.
How's my audio? Is it good?
Oh, it's good. That's good audio. Yeah.
It's good? Okay, yeah.
When
I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
You know,
Pussy's wearing a while? Pussy.
what about
Not a pushy.
They're not like us. They're not like us. Kendrick Lamar. I mean, I don't even like that guy. I mean,
Bob the Queen is not like us. He's gotta go.
you gotta go, Bob.
He's gotta go. Bob the Queen. He said my fucking name. He's gotta go.
I've been wearing this hat since the 80s, Bob. You
I
better
wear
get a
my hat
check.
backwards.
My God.
They don't know me.
They're
I'm
pinning this
Boston
on
Raw.
me. They're pinning
I
this
didn't
on me.
do it.
My God.
Why would I do anything wrong? I'm a faithful.
You know, I played a lot of these
Bob
games,
the
and
Queen has gotta go.
I played a lot of these games, and
I played these games before.
fucking Derek Levasseur. Well,
I've played these games before.
so should we talk about Evil Dick?
Let's talk about the evil dick in the room.
So we had Evil Dick in the podcast, which was really crazy.
Right.
We were both shocked that he even agreed to doing this.
It was
podcast.
crazy, and a lot of what we talk about on this episode is going to be like stuff that happened a little bit ago because this was an episode that was planned to go up, and then the whole evil dick happened. So
Yeah. It was crazy though that that he even came on the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm very happy.
yeah,
though.
he was like
He's lovely.
It was great. He was a great, lovely guy to talk to.
Kill.
Lovely guy to talk to. He knew just as well as we did. Jeff Probst has gotta fucking go.
Fucking
He
Jamaica.
said my fucking name.
Fucking Jamaica and her ping pong ball. I mean, did God
Magic
tell you to
ping
break the
pong ball.
ping pong ball?
What are you? I'm not very religious.
I love Evil
Oh
Dick.
man,
So much has happened though.
great
since,
guy. It was great having him on the show.
So much has happened though since that because we
Right.
went to a bunch of live shows.
Right.
And, we have a lot of goofs and gaffs. We're gonna talk about
Yeah, Karuki.
woohoo! Bob the Drag.
Bish and Rab went for Babe the Drag Queen.
Damn, my God, fucking Boston Rob.
You bastard.
We're gonna talk about the Grammys. We're gonna talk about the new Weeknd album. Couch Potato is really full this week with Beverly Hills.
I saw this kill. I think it was on Kill Tony. It had to have been. Maybe it wasn't. It was this clip, and it was this guy, and he was like, or maybe it was just a stand-up show. I don't remember. I saw it on YouTube Shorts though, and it was this guy, and he was like, "So, I was watching the Grammys with my grandparents, and my grandma was like, wow, Kendrick won. That's not good." And I said, "Grandma, are you racist?" And she said, "No, I just don't want him to take me home because he's taking home a Grammy." And it was like the worst joke I'd ever heard. It was genuinely so bad. I don't even know how you write that.
My God, that's awful.
It reminded me, have you heard the guy who did the set? And he was like, "So I found out I'm 17% African American.
Yeah.
I'm not from Wakanda. I'm more from Wakanda." And then he does the little mic spin.
Fucking Kill. I saw one of Kill Tony, and it was like Roseanne being like, "That's really funny, fucking liberal bitch, fucking." Although the only Kill,
the bitch was white. God damn it! I thought the bitch was white. Fuck.
the only Kill Tony I've ever liked is with Shane Gillis as Donald Trump.
I like when they do Trump, and I like when they do
Biden.
Phil, Dr. Phil.
Oh, Dr. Phil. Yeah, the Dr. Phil's fine. I don't like. Did you
I
see
think
that
the
real
Dr.
Dr. Phil in real life was going on ice raids?
What?
Like actual Dr. Phil was going on ice raids, and I'm not even making it up.
We're gonna pick up some illegals, and we're gonna send them back over the border.
No, like that's literally what it was. He was like, "Are you from the country? Where are you from? Did you come here legally?
My friend Vitaly and I are gonna beat the shit out of you, you pedophile.
Can you sing God Bless the USA on my
Can you recite
show?"
the alphabet backwards? Do you know how to cry like a real American Eagle?
Yeah. Are you a citizen?
My mom's a citizen.
Your mother's a citizen?
Yes.
But you're not?
Nope.
But you've never been deported before?
We Dr. Phil. We got Dr. Phil.
Yeah? How do you know me?
Like, why the fuck is he doing ice raids?
Yeah. Your mom's a citizen, but you're not.
Have you
And the
ever
guy's
seen?
like, "Oh, you're Dr. Phil," and he's like, "How the fuck do you know who I am? I'm
you-
Dr. Phil, bitch.
Have you ever seen an episode of America's Got Talent?
I hope you die." What is he-
Kill
what's he
yourself. Sit in the middle of the road and let a
yourself.
car run over you.
Kill yourself, you son of a bitch.
Kill yourself. You're fat.
Kill yourself, please. Please die.
So, since we've last,
I think he should do a collab with Michael Pillow.
I'm Michael Pillow, and I smoked a lot of crack.
I'm Dr. Phil, and together we're Dr. Pillow.
I saw Sweet Kenny K, in Boston, a few weekends ago, and he was a very lovely person.
Bob the Queen has gotta go. Sweet Kenny K has gotta go. Sweet Kenny K put my name in his fucking mouth. He put it out there. He's gotta go. Danielle.
No, Sweet
Danielle.
Kenny, Sweet Kenny
What
K.
happened? We're supposed to be working together. Sweet Kenny K.
Sweet Kenny K was a very nice person to talk to. He was fun. He showed me his big brother Key, which
Very
was
nice
really
person.
cool, and he signed this like a headshot of his, and he gave it to me. He was
What did
very
Evil
lovely.
Dick have to say about him?
Evil Dick said that he was like a waste.
'Cause we
of
talked about
space or
this.
something. He's like, what a waste of space, that guy. I was like, oh.
What was that girl's name? Taylor. She's gonna fuck everyone.
I was like, oh my god. Like,
Go check out the Evil Dick interview if you haven't.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
2 hours of non-stop Evil Dick goodness.
also, peep the new sign.
Oh, let's get enhance. Bring that up on the big screen.
Should I bring it up on the big screen?
Bring it up on the big screen.
It's
Wow, look at that sign.
It's
It's
there.
right there. Look
Right
at that
there.
sign.
It's right there.
It's right there. Fuck, it's
Yeah,
right there.
No, it's
Peep
really
that.
cool. It's really cool. Thanks to friend of the pod, Chill, for that. So
Shout out friend of the pod, Jillies.
Which-
We gotta.
can we get a? Oh no!
That's the wrong.
That's
No.
not. That's not what we want.
Jilly,
We want
Jilly.
that. We
Shout
want that. But
Yikes.
yeah, we need to have some guests on soon.
Right? Ooh.
Like
Maybe
not
we can
like
get some guests on that.
not like an interview. Like let's have like
Oh.
a guest.
Oh well, maybe we can get another interview. That'd be. Oh no!
Did we talk about it? We'll talk about it after this. But anyway, Sweet Kitty K was lovely. And we've had him. He got a cameo from him. On the Halloween special.
Halloween special. I totally forgot about that. But yeah, and we mentioned how Jill.
Jilly,
We mentioned how Jill has a
Jilly-
shark named Kenny,
Named Kenny.
and he appreciated that. He appreciated that.
He apprecited that.
Men really love the Sweet Potato Podcast.
And men
And men really
Potato
love
Podcast.
Sweet Potato Podcast.
Jen Fessler. And then you went to go
Wait,
see.
do you think we can get her on
No,
now?
we've tried. She won't come.
But
on
now
the
we have
podcast.
a resume.
I've sent
We
her,
have a
like-
resume now.
The amount of emails I've sent her.
We have a resume now.
So did you? What did you go do? What did you see?
Well, I went to see Talking Sopranos live.
This
which
is
was
my
very
meal, eh?
entertaining.
This is my meal, eh? You want me to get
This is my Bel Air. Was he catching or was he pitching? So essentially Steven Shripa,
so
who's
what if
who's
your
Bobby
son's-
Bacalao.
So what if your son's gay? I have no gay son.
I have no gay son.
God.
So, go home and get me my fucking dinner. It's gonna get cold. Janice, put the gun away. So Steven Sharipa, who plays Bobby Bacalao.
The jacket.
Hungry.
It's
You're hungry.
It's the jacket.
And
Fucking jacket.
and Michael Imperioli, who plays Christopher, they have like a podcast that they did over COVID, and now they do live shows. So they did this live show with Big Pushy. And it was in Connecticut. Very nice. It was hosted by a pretty funny comedian. He just like he went out there and was like, "Hey, I'm from New York. I have a tiny dick, and when I fucked my wife, my processing went down her throat, and she was choking on. I said my cock's not that big." That was like his whole set. And then he like reenacted how turtles have sex. He's like, "What? We're like turtles, fucking. You know, they like walk into each other. And then I fell on my back. I couldn't get up." So that was how they opened it. And then and after that, they came out, and they're great people. Michael Imperioli is definitely he's very quiet and reserved, but when he tells a story, he like gets up there and he makes it a big thing, and it's always about himself. He's always like, "This is what happened. I did this. And Steven Sharipa is kind of loud, and he's kind of a ball breaker. He's like, "Oh, you fucking whatever." And then Vincent Pastore is kind of an asshole. He like got really pressed. He got really pressed at the comedian. The comedian was like, "How does it feel to be known as Big Pussy?" And Vincent Pastore looked at him and he was like, "How does it feel to be known as stupid fucking bitch with a tiny cock? You're the real big pussy here." Like he was getting mad at him. Like he literally said that to him.
My God.
Yeah, he also told an audience member to go fuck himself because the audience member brought up it was like questions at the end, and he brought up how Tony Sirico, who played Paulie Walnuts, who passed away, how he had like a criminal record, and I don't know where the question was going, but he mentioned that, and Vincent Pastore was like, "Well, he was a great guy. I loved working with him, and how about you go fuck yourself with your stupid questions?" And then they ended the show. But it was like 2 hours, and it was really interesting. A lot of what they talked about is stuff that you can find they've like talked about in like interviews or they talk about on the podcast, but it was just really interesting to get like insight into like the actors and what their relationships were like and stuff. Michael Imperioli, we'd love to have you on the show. Huge fan. Love to have you on the show.
I'm sure it's not that hard. Just find the email.
I might have to do that.
Probably public information. So and then
I wore my hat. I wore my Cleaver hat.
Cleaver.
All right, back to Boston, Rob.
But yeah, then I went to go see Kathy Griffin, My Life on the PTSD List.
How was that?
It was actually so funny.
Really?
Yeah, she didn't really talk about politics too much. It was mostly about her PTSD and her because she after the Trump photo stuff in like 2020, COVID hit. She was found out that she had lung cancer, even though she's never smoked a day in her life. And then
secondhand's the dirty killer.
She got divorced. She has half a lung, and when she got her lung surgery, they ruptured her, or they accidentally poked her like her vocal cord, so she sounded like this because the doctor fucked up, and then she had to get like a
just
thing.
Thinking about that was terrible.
And then she became an addict over COVID, and
holy fuck,
became a pill junkie at 60. But she's like 3 years sober now, and this is just her first time back on stage since then.
Oh wow, that's amazing! And to think that she came to where was it MGM that she was at?
No, she went to a place more up north. And no, it was really fun. She told a story about Les Moonves, Julie Chen's husband, where she walked in and called him a rapist to his face. And then I guess like at her final story was she was at Paris Hilton's Christmas party, right? And Kathy Griffin is talking to Rosie O'Donnell and goes, "You know, Rosie, I was the last person to see Michael Jackson before the propofol." And then walks away. Okay. Now, with that being said, Rosie's talking to this guy. This guy comes over to Rosie and goes, "Wow, it's so nice to see a genuine conservative here. You know, we're in the Hollywood full of the liberals." And Rosie goes, "Do you know who I am? Who do you think I am?" He goes, "Well, you're obviously Roseanne Barr." And she was like, "I am not Roseanne Barr, but this is my friend Kathy Griffin." And you know, Kathy has a her and the non-liberals don't really have a good
has a reputation.
There's a reputation. So Rosie goes, "Here, but I'm not Roseanne, but this is my friend Kathy." And all Kathy does is this, and then walks away. It's so funny, and that's how she ended the show. So it's really funny though.
Wait, Kathy Griffin was the one who said that about Michael Jackson?
No, Kathy Hilton.
It was Kathy Hilton, right? Okay,
Kathy
that's what I thought,
Hilton.
but then I kind of spaced out when you're telling the story. So
No,
Kathy
yeah.
Hilton did say that.
Yeah, and that funny.
Yeah, okay. That's
But,
fucking crazy.
But no, that was really funny. But yeah.
That's fine. I'm sorry I couldn't make it.
It's okay.
I had work.
Yeah, that's fine. But it was fun. It was fun. Anyways, should we get into the Goofs and Gafs? Goofs and Gafs. We have Goofs and Gafs. So
Rab the drag queen, me and Best and Rab.
So this is
Reaction. No comment.
Mr. Soprano, Allison Pack, Channel 6.
Allison.
It's Mitch McConnell.
Has he been shot? He got hit in the head by a boom.
Uncle Junior Soprano looks like the Mr. Six from Six Flags. Yeah, that guy. So
he does.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Since you had Twitter open, I just remembered. Have you seen what happened with Kanye?
Yeah. I figured I don't.
It's
I
so
don't wanna talk
bad.
about that.
No, it's so bad though. It's so bad.
I know.
I watched that whole thing happen live.
It's bad because he needs to fucking
Like
leave.
what do you even say about that?
He needs to leave the internet.
This is definitely worse than what happened than the last time too. It's 100% worse.
He called some lady fat, and then the lady responded and goes, "I'll lose weight when Kanye can see his kids without someone supervising him." So,
dude, it all started. He has a collab merch line with Diddy now.
I know we will get to Kanye as we move on to this.
No,
because
I
we
don't
do
want
have
to
a
talk
Kanye.
about it. I don't.
No. We have to talk about
we
something,
have to. Fuck.
but we're not going to talk about it.
God,
Anyway, so
we'll talk about it
I
later.
found this a mouthwatering. Oh my god. Mouthwatering experience at dining at 99 Restaurant Pub. This is by What's Up Wanda. She is a reviewer, I guess. So
let's check this out. Check them out. Shout out What's Up Wanda.
So she's literally just filming her experience at a 99, which is America's
That's
fine
good.
dining.
That's like
America's
fine dining.
So they put us in the back corner. This is one of my favorite little spots.
Is this an
Sat here
ASMR
before
video?
with my friend
It's
Brandy
unintentionally.
and Madeline and other people. There's Wade.
That's Wade.
So they gave us fresh popcorn.
Okay.
so you
Is that her
can
son?
fun.
I'm assuming it's her
Let's check
son.
out the menu.
Okay.
So here is the 99.
Okay, so this is
menu.
I like the editing. I like the little stickers she's got going on there.
This is a computer. She's just filming the menu.
So you can have starters and wings.
Okay, mozzarella moons.
Oh, that's the long.
Mozzarella
Okay.
moons.
These
I
are
think that
good.
we should do a podcast where me and you go to 99 and just record.
Like this? Like what they're doing in this video?
No, we just have a podcast where we at 99.
The mozzarella moon.
I think that we should do this.
I think that's actually a good idea. That'd be a funny episode. People would probably eat that up.
It probably won't be as much video, but it'll probably maybe a bonus. It might be a bonus audio episode, but I think we should do that.
No, we should definitely do video like these people are
This is
doing.
like amazing. We love it. It's so good, isn't it, Wade?
Yes.
It's very good. Okay, go ahead. You can eat one. They're gonna be super hot, so you have to really be careful.
Oh yeah.
Get a little sprinkling of Parmesan
Sprinkling.
cheese on it.
Oh yeah.
She
you got-
misses the
oh,
shot.
nasty.
She misses.
No, she missed the shot.
Didn't see it. There he goes. There you go.
What's it called? The
She misses that pull.
Funny.
Oh
She
my
missed
God.
the pull.
The money shot. She missed the money shot.
Money shot. She missed the pull.
Alright, I'm gonna try him. Okay. So I'm gonna try him. Here we go.
So this is Wanda. Shout out Wanda. Shout out. Now, what 99 restaurant is this? Do we know?
It is the one in Augusta, Maine.
Oh, so they're not from around here. They're not from around these parts.
Just looking at.
I would
this
love
right
to.
now.
I would love to get Wanda on the pod.
Just looking at this right now. I think we have to do this. Unfortunately, not unfortunately. Fortunately, we have to do this.
We definitely need to do this.
It could be maybe a segment, but like this has to happen.
So hot.
Wow, that sounded good. That sounded like a good bite. I heard the Chris. It is ASMR. This is ASMR.
Yeah.
Unintentional ASMR.
The editing
I love
is
the
just
transitions.
My last
It's good.
piece.
The last piece. Oh, her last piece.
Dip it in. Doesn't that look amazing? Oh my
See,
gosh,
I don't
look at
use
that.
the sauce.
Oh yeah, you're a
I just raw dog them.
So I went with the baked addict. I wanted a baked potato, but they don't have them right now because it's probably too simple. So we went with the mashed potato and then of course broccoli.
She didn't finish the moves yet.
No, she didn't. Well, no, that was for us.
Sweet taters. Sweet taters.
That was for us.
So I went with the baked.
So he got the buffalo. He got a honey barbecue chicken wrap.
Oh, those are good, but a little too much lettuce for me.
Stuff in the side.
Yeah.
Looks so good.
So you're gonna take a bite and see.
I've never had this before, so it looks pretty good.
Okay.
I've got it before. It's good. Don't worry, Wade. It's good. Oh wow.
That is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Right?
I got the
It is
Wade.
good.
He got the Wade seal of approval. Now
I
we're on
got
to
it's 5 big
desserts.
moons from Wade. I saw something. Can you pause the video for a second? I saw on Instagram a video of Big Justice pulling a Pokemon card,
Oh, and he was crying about it. Yeah.
and he was crying.
I want
And
this
one of the
Pokemon
comments
card.
was there was someone in the comments who said "grown ass man," by the way, and I was like, "Dude, he's 11. How is that a grown ass man?
My God. That's
He's 11 years old."
Say this is sus.
grown ass man.
But yeah, shout out to what are they called? Wake Up Wanda.
What's up, Wanda?
What's up, Wanda?
Wanda.
Wanda, if you see this, we'd love to have you on the pod.
Donda.
With Wade, we'd love to have you two on the pod. We'd love to shout out you. Maybe you guys have a lot of subscribers. I'm not trying to sound thirsty.
She has
but-
240.
I'm not trying to sound thirsty, but we
She
only have
has-
like 40 and you have 240.
She has 240.
So if you want to send some of them over here, Wanda,
She's 240. Okay, so
I would be appreciated.
should we dive into the new segment titled the Tater Tunes Movie Club?
Tater Tunes Music Club.
Oh, I messed up. I said movie.
Yeah, you fucked it up. You fucked it. Keep my name out your fucking mouth, Bob the Queen.
Well, before we
She
get
says it
into
like it's a slur.
Before we get into the Weeknd album review, which you are prepared for, let's talk a little bit about the Grammys. So the Grammys
Let's talk about the
happened
Grammys.
last Sunday as we're recording this, and
Does this mean Kendrick Lamar is taking on my grandma?
no, okay. So album of the year went to Cowboy. Oh my God, this episode is awful. Cowboy Carter went to. Album of the year
You got
went
it,
to
buddy?
Cowboy Carter by
I disagree
Beyonce.
with that.
Now, I do think that maybe they. Yeah, sure, this is disagreeable, but I do think that she deserves it after all of the time that she has been snubbed for this album of the year.
No,
Yes,
not with all the Diddy shit that happened.
that's her husband, and if you want to talk about the Diddy shit, let's talk about your
Okay,
favorite
okay.
artist, Kanye
I'm
West.
not.
First of all, Beyonce may or may not have deserved to win album of the year. Personally, I think it's
Okay,
deserved
real talk,
after
though.
all of the time. I think she should have won for Renaissance over Harry Styles all those years ago, because
Wait, can
Renaissance.
we go back to the doc? Because I actually don't know who won anything.
We'll go back. Renaissance is a fire album.
Okay. I personally, my pick for album of the year would have been, I think, Brat, potentially.
bumping that.
But my main pick would probably be Eternal Sunshine by Ariana Grande.
Was that
Was that
the
Chromacopia.
Was that the album with Yes and for Ariana Grande? Yes and say that shit with Joe Chest and okay, album of the year.
Yes.
With Cowboy Carter. Let's see, Sabrina Carpenter, Short and Sweet. That could have also won. Brat could have won.
That-
Billy could have won.
Short and Sweet was good.
Chapel Roan
I'm
could
glad
have
Tortured Poets Department by Taylor Swift. Also, I don't actually. I was just joking. I don't actually.
won. Okay.
support this.
So, what is your opinion on record of the year?
What won record of the year?
They record of the year went to Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar.
Stupid. Bad take. I'm upset about it.
Fortnite lost, Good Luck Babe lost, Birds of a Feather lost, 360 Espresso, Texas Hold'em, and Now and Then by the Beatles. We're all nominated.
100%. The best song, in my opinion, one of the best songs that came out this year was Espresso.
I think that it could have gone.
That song
it
is
could
an
have gone.
earworm, and it's so good.
It could have gone to Espresso, Birds of a Feather, or Not Like Us. I do think, though, it going to Not Like Us makes sense, because you have to consider, during that entire time, how much of a global, like, everyone knew about that beef.
I know. In terms of actual success as a song and impact, I think Not Like Us deserved the win. I just don't like it.
I think it's a good song.
I don't like the direction that Kendrick took his music with it. I think the beef was good. I think that Meet the Grams was the best song that came out of it, and it was great. I like that he destroyed Drake's career pretty much, but I just don't particularly like that song or that type of song from Kendrick.
Sure. I mean, I think it should have won, but, we all have different opinions. Okay, Song of the Year went to Not Like Us as well.
See, this...
Die With a Smile
this one I actually
good.
disagree with. Die With a Smile was snubbed.
Good Luck Babe is pretty good. Please, Please, Please.
Die With a Smile.
Good. Texas Hold'em is pretty good. I don't know. I think the competition was very fierce. I do think he deserved one of these two.
Best record of the year I can get behind because of the impact and
I
stuff.
think Song of the Year could have gone to.
It should have gone to Die With a Smile. That song was everywhere. That song was a global phenomenon. It still is. It still is everywhere.
Best New Artist, Chappell Roan makes sense.
That makes sense.
Although there is a lot of good stuff here. Doechii, Sabrina Carpenter, Shabuzi, Benson Boone. Those are all pretty good.
But Chappell Roan is new.
No.
Also.
Yeah, she deserves it.
Sabrina Carpenter has been making music for a little bit.
Okay, best rap album went to Alligator Bites Never Heal by Doechii. 100% agree. I love Doechii.
There were no good rap albums that came out this year.
It doesn't matter if there was another good one. Doechii would have won. Hello.
Genuinely, looking at the other thing, Might Delete Later was bad. I don't know. I didn't listen to the Auditorium. Death of Slim Shady was terrible, and We Don't Trust You was not good. None of those albums are good.
Well, Doechii,
so it was no competition.
Doechii would have blown any person out of that, though. Let's be real.
I genuinely can't think of any major rap albums that came out except for
best pop vocal album, Short and Sweet by Sabrina Carpenter. It makes sense. That makes sense. But again, there's a lot of competition. I think that Taylor Swift, I don't feel like people talked about Tortured Poets other than a Swiftie.
Because it wasn't that good.
Rise and Fall of the Midwest Princess, sure, Eternal Sunshine.
That also could have won.
Eternal Sunshine probably would not have won.
I personally think Eternal Sunshine is better than Short and Sweet.
Okay. I mean, I only know one song, though, from Eternal Sunshine.
I feel like Short and Sweet has really high highs, but some of the songs that were kind of uninteresting to me, there was a bit of a samey sound. I think that Eternal Sunshine is Ariana Grande's best. I think it's after listening to all her albums, that's her best album, in my opinion.
Best country album goes to Cowboy Carter. I mean, I think that Casey Musgraves could have taken it as well.
I don't listen to country. I've only listened to F1 Trillion out of this list. It's not my style of music, personally. I liked F1 Trillion a lot, but from what I've heard of Cowboy Carter, I understand why it won. As a country album, I think it seems like it's actually really good, so I think that makes sense.
Best Latin pop, Shakira winning, makes sense, in my opinion. Other than Anita, is pretty good, too.
This
Anita
is bullshit. The Kali Uchis album that she released was literally her second best album she's ever released. It's so good.
I'm not familiar with her, but I do know the name, so.
So good.
Good.
Orquídeas, I think, is how you say it.
Mm-hmm.
But genuinely, it's a must listen. It's an amazing album. Very, very good.
Fire.
I would have chosen that. I also don't know. I haven't listened to the Shakira album, but it makes sense that one.
Best pop duo / group performance, Die with a Smile winning.
Okay, this one, there's nothing else this could have been.
I think that Guess would be the only other one.
Die with a Smile, like I said.
Abrams 2. I do think though
Die with a Smile was the song.
No,
it was that song dominated from September until now. That song has been the dominant song.
Oh, 100%.
It's amazing.
100%. Well, not only do we have the music, but we also have the celebrities on the Carpetereo. So, okay, let's see some notable ones. Okay, let's do a little zoomy outy. Okay, we got Chappell Roan in whatever that is. I don't know who Sear the Baptist is. Sabrina Carpenter looking
That's
Sure,
that's
fine.
a terrible outfit.
I do not like Gracie Abrams. The Harlem Gospel Travelers. Oh my god.
Really not.
Why is his hair
not?
His hair's giving or their hair is giving Floop Minion from Spy Kids.
This is not giving. This is not none of these outfits are giving anything.
This is bad because of the color.
That's not good.
Dochi looking the best ever.
That's just glaze.
That is not glaze. This is amazing.
No, that's glaze.
No.
If anyone else was wearing that, you would not have said that was good.
No,
you would have said it was garbage on anyone else.
No,
that's just glaze.
I think it's cool. It is a deconstructed suit.
I think it's cool too, but I don't think you would say it was cool if it was on someone else. If that was on, like, I'm telling you.
I think I would. The only thing I don't like is the arms, but I think it's cool. Cardi B, sure, it's fine. Poppy, that's not
Who is
good.
Poppy?
Poppy's that, like, we don't need to talk about it.
Is she the one that Pat made a theory about?
Yes.
Are you serious? She still makes music? I thought
Lady Gaga is not my favorite. Alicia Keys.
Although her music, oh my god, Lady Gaga music is so good.
Did you listen to the new one?
I did. What's it called? Abracadabra?
Yeah, it's pretty fire.
That's kind of a nice outfit.
Alicia Keys,
I mess with it.
It's pretty fire.
Kind of cool.
Pretty
That's
fire.
it. There's one other major Grammy outfit that we're not talking about.
Ye West.
That we can't. I don't even think we can show. Bianca Sensori's outfit.
Yeah, she's getting controlled, and I really feel bad for her. How she's getting controlled. Okay, let's get into the Weeknd new album review.
Okay.
Well, how are we feeling?
Hurry Up Tomorrow. Without a doubt. First of all, I'm already calling it album of the year. If it's not album of the year, I riot. Easy album of the year. This is the greatest album I've ever listened to. So let me paint you a picture. An hour and a half. This is not an album.
Friend of the pod, Jack, came up to me recently and goes, God, Theryn and this other person at school are just glazing this new Weeknd album and won't stop talking about it. Glazing,
Andrew.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's good. Has he listened to it? No.
I think it's y'all are glazing.
Yeah, because it's good. Okay? Let me paint you a picture. It opens up with Wake Me Up, which like starts off as kind of a slow track, and you're like, you don't know exactly where it's going to go. And then it turns into this beautiful, funky pop song that samples uses an interpolation of Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Interpolation.
That's how it opens up.
Okay.
Then from there, it also every song transitions into other songs.
Mm-hmm.
They all transition into each other. Then you have Cry For Me, which is like it's kind of like a normal The Weeknd song, like it's what you would expect from like The Weeknd. And then after that, it goes into Sao Paulo, which is with Anitta. And shout out to Brazil and Brazilian funk. That shit's gas. You know, I actually was thinking about this the other day. Do you remember when Jack said that Bruno Mars released a song with a Brazilian artist?
Mm-hmm.
I think he was talking about The Weeknd.
He might have been. I don't know.
Because people like mix the two of them up a lot. I've noticed.
I found out that The Weeknd
in like conversation
is Filipino, or not The Weeknd. I'm sorry, Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars is Filipino. Yes. Yeah. See, there's another example of it happening. Yeah. Bruno Mars is Filipino and Puerto Rican.
Did not know that.
Right? Fire. That's why he cannot say the N-word.
Right. But overall, good album.
Might have to cut that. From... What was I saying? Oh yeah, from Sao Paulo, it transitions into Baptized in Fear, which is this like gut-wrenching. I feel like Anthony Fantano right now. This gut-wrenching, deep look into The Weeknd. He's singing about drowning in a bathtub from an overdose. Like either he overdoses or he's losing himself. Is it literally? It can be taken two ways. He could literally be drowning in a bathtub due to drugs, or it can be the metaphorical drowning in a bathtub, right? Like he's drowning in his own fame. His fame is the bathtub, and he can't move and he can't escape. And that goes into Open Hearts, which is a beautiful pop track. It's kind of similar to like synth pop songs he's made, like Sacrifice and Blinding Lights and stuff like that, where it's this just beautiful action-packed song about losing the first person you were in love with and having to find love again. And then from there, there's just like a bunch of more hip hop styled songs. There's Reflections Laughing, which is this really great acoustic song that Travis Scott then hops on for some reason. And then he has some songs with Future on them, and they're like all right. Those songs are fine. I Can't Wait to Get There is almost like a career victory lap. It's The Weeknd getting up there and saying, "This is where I am right now. Fuck all my haters. They want to see me they want to see me lose. They want to see me down. I don't care. I'm winning. I'm on top." Then he kind of, he goes back into he does Timeless. That's the song with Playboi Carti, which is obviously everyone knows that song by now. It's fine. And then Niagara Falls is this like great sort of, I don't even know what to call it. It's like it uses this beautiful sample, and it's like kind of like there's got some drum stuff going on in it, and then that transitions into Take Me Back to LA, which is another one of those great 80s synth pop type songs. And then from there, he kind of takes that whole idea of pop. There's Give Me Mercy, which is like an African funk styled song, and Drive, which is more of a laid back pop song. Big Sleep, which is this, it starts off like a regular song, and then the track itself deteriorates, and it turns into this giant, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a experience. It doesn't even feel like you're listening to music. And then the final 4 tracks, The Abyss with Lana Del Rey is beautiful. It's about suicide, and it's a really beautiful song. Then Red Terror, which is about his parents. It's Abel singing about his parents, his father, his absent father, his father and his mother fleeing Ethiopia, his father having to leave him as a child. And then it ends with this beautiful poem about how death is meaningless, because when you die, you're just going on to the next stage, and when people lose their loved ones, it's not a permanent parting, it's only a temporary parting. And then he finishes out with Without a Warning, which is a song about fame hurting him and destroying his life, and him leaving his guts up on the stage for the crowd to see. And then Hurry Up Tomorrow, which is his song about wanting to leave behind his life that he's lived up to this point and move on to better things and find himself. Wow. And over that hour and a half, all those songs put together into this absolutely beautiful sonic masterpiece. Yeah, I should really review music. I feel like Anthony Fantano.
Sonic. Yeah. 5 big booms.
Yeah. So overall, I give it a 6 out of 10.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. It's like a 10 out of 10. But
fire 10 out of 10. You heard it here from the very first.
You heard it here, folks. 11 out of 10.
Music Club.
11 out of 10.
11 sweet taters out of 10.
Think about it. Think about it this way, Matt.
Sweet taters, 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 sweet taters.
I'm better off
sweet taters,
glazing the Weeknd
sweet taters,
than glazing
sweet
Kanye.
taters.
Okay, that was 11.
It's better for my.
No, I agree.
It's better for my image.
It's
better for my image. Well, check out this money. Check out this money spread.
Money, Ethan. Is that real?
You know what this money's going towards?
What? Weekend tickets?
All $50 bills.
To weekend tickets?
Weekend tickets, baby.
I thought did you already buy them?
Yeah, Andrew bought them. He bought one for me and for this other kid, and we're gonna go see. But I'm paying him back.
Didn't Julia buy them too?
Together. Yeah, she's going separately though.
Where? When? Or
she's
not where?
Foxborough.
Fire. Oh,
Gillette Stadium.
What is that?
Yeah. Oh no.
What is that? Seriously, I don't know.
Wait, what do you mean?
Is that me?
I thought that was like a transition.
Oh, no, something.
What was that?
This went off.
Wait, I thought you were trying to transition into like the next segment.
No, I seriously have no idea what that
transition. Was. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you rate this album?
We're not allowed to do transitions anymore. You know who our president is. Okay. So let's.
Oh, have you seen those Instagram reels? And it's like the Sopranos explaining Islam.
Yes, I have. Let's take a short break and we'll be back.
Up the queen.
And the Grammy goes to Cowboy Carter.
Bash and Rab going for Rab the drag queen.
Okay.
Danielle.
That was so on point. Okay, we're back from break, and we all know what time it is.
And now it's time for the Sweet Potato Podcast 3-minute recap of the latest episodes of Beverly Hills. And I'm your host, Erica Jane.
I like how she says
Shout out to character AI.
She's our host, but she's not hosting this shit.
She's hosting it. We're presenting it. You're presenting it. I'm the viewer. She's the host. You're the presenter.
You ask questions. You talk.
And I got answers.
Okay, we are reviewing episode 8 and 9. So let's start off. Episode 8 was called Perfect Storm Out, where Bo's like, she does like this like massage retreat, and Sutton is mad at Kyle about the PK text. Dorit shades Kyle's clothes. Bose tells Dorit about the text. Kyle is mad about the text and mad about being called out. She storms out and says she's done. She's done filming. Look at us. Look how old we are. And we're doing this, taking down each other. This does not sit well with Sutton and Garcelle because Sutton says that she doesn't want to bow down at the altar of Kyle Richards anymore. Erica and Dorit calm her down as Kyle gives Portia a Porsche for her 16th birthday. Dorit calls out Erica about siding with Kyle. Isn't that wild?
That's BS.
And Mauricio's there and he's like, I'm going to give Portia a Porsche. Why would I not give Portia a Porsche? Hello, my love bean Kyle. I love my ex-wife. Episode 9 is called Beachy Keen. Dorit and Bose have lunch about the PK tags. Garcelle invites the ladies to her beach house in Malibu. Kyle invites Garcelle, Sutton, and Erica to lunch as Garcelle and Sutton see this as gathering the troops before going to another Dorit altercation. They go to the beach. Dorit says that her kid asked about the divorce. And as she's talking about this and being very emotional about her kids, Sutton cuts her off and goes, well, we really need to go to Garcelle's luncheon because Garcelle really is trying to be nice to all of you and not have any drama, so stop. And then Dorit's very offended and says, you are a strange pumpkin, Sutton. Like, okay. They go to the beach, Kyle and Dorit make up, and they all have fun. That's it. Because this shit fucking sucks.
Wow, how many episodes was that?
That was 2. That was 2.
2 episodes.
The only interesting thing I could write down.
Beverly Hill 1 up in 1 minute. Pace, that's crazy.
It's bad.
But she called her a strange pumpkin.
She called her a strange pumpkin. You are a strange pumpkin, Sutton.
Danielle!
Well, it's not as
Why
good.
are you saying that?
It's so on point is the problem.
Why are you saying that?
It's so on point. Do you want to talk about the WWE?
Let's talk Royal Rumble.
Oh, you got me clearing my throat.
Punch on me. Get ready.
Get ready.
Yo, it's my birthday now.
Yeah. My real hair.
This is my real hair on. Let's talk about it.
I'm gonna get me some Patron, and I don't know how I'm gonna get home.
It was Royal Rumble and
Saturday night main event was nothing. Literally nothing happened. It was the most boring pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So let's talk Royal Rumble. 4 matches. 2 Royal Rumble matches, 2 non-Royal Rumble matches. The non-Royal Rumble matches, the tag team match, I did not care about at all.
Mm-hmm.
Not interesting. There was no change. The Street Profit, I don't care. I'm not interested in that. Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens.
That was insane.
Was an insane match. Dude, Kevin Owens got freaking brutalized.
I know.
And it's good that, like, because Kevin Owens, like, the whole Kevin Owens Cody Rhodes drama feud is like over now.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're moving on and they're taking both of them in a different direction,
Yeah.
which is good because it had gotten to be a little much. Like, it needed to end,
Mm-hmm.
and this was a good way to end it. That match was brutal.
Yeah.
And just in time for February 1st, Black History Month, Cody Rhodes an African American hero ended up winning the match. And he is still the undisputed WWE champion, as he should be. Now, the Royal Rumble matches, women's match, kind of disappointed.
Well, not totally disappointed, though.
I wanted, I think a lot of people wanted Alexa Bliss to win.
Yeah, but Nikki Garcia was back.
Nikki Bella was there and immediately got eliminated. She was in there for like 5 seconds and then immediately got eliminated. I would have loved to see Alexa Bliss win in her return. Even she had a little outfit that was paying homage to the late great Bray Wyatt. Rest in peace. But Charlotte Flair won.
Yeah.
I don't know really what she also is just returning. I don't know exactly what they're gonna do with her.
Charlotte.
I don't know what storyline they're trying to cook up with her, but I'm glad it wasn't. I don't know. It could have been worse,
Well,
right?
you know who's got a lot of free time and should join WWE?
Who?
This girl right here. Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. Right? Kamala, you have been banished. It's time to come to the circle of
Well,
truth.
there was a wrestler named Kamala.
It's time to come to the circle of truth.
Did you know that?
Are you a faithful or a traitor? Oh,
Joe, I never tell a lie.
My God.
I'm a faithful. I'm sorry, that came off wrong.
John Cena came back.
And okay, so now let's talk about the men's Royal Rumble. So, right off the bat, like halfway through, I wanted The Miz or Sheamus to win.
Well, we love Miz.
And they both got eliminated by Roman Reigns at the same time. And after that, I was like, it's going to be Jey Uso. I called it halfway through. I called it Jey Uso. But there were some surprising entrants. I Show Speed entered the Rumble, got speared by Braun Breaker. I think he said he like really got hurt, like really badly from it. It looked like he got hurt. And then he got thrown into Otis's hands, and then Otis slammed him into a table. He eliminated Otis, though. I Show Speed has a Royal Rumble elimination.
What about Logan Paul?
Right, so Logan Paul came in the end and eliminated CM Punk after CM Punk took out Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. And he was in the final 3. The final 6 was Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Logan Paul, John Cena, and main event Jey Uso. And Reigns and Rollins were tussling. CM Punk eliminated both of them. Did you see Seth Rollins stomp Roman Reigns' face?
Yes.
That was like a thing. Like Seth Rollins said like a while back when he returned. He was like, "Listen, next time I'm in the ring with Roman Reigns, I'm gonna stomp his face." And he did it. He literally stomped his face. It was actually really brutal.
It was.
He did it a couple times on the stairs, and then CM Punk got thrown out by Logan Paul, and then thank God Logan Paul didn't win. What if Logan Paul won the Royal Rumble?
We're not talking what ifs.
But I'm not surprised that main event Jey Uso won. He's been getting a push. I think it seems like he's gonna face Gunther, and he's probably gonna take Gunther's belt. I also am not surprised that John Cena lost.
Mm-hmm.
This is John Cena's like retirement. I know he's like said he's gonna retire, but I think this actually is going to be like his for real retirement. And he's definitely gonna have a match at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
but I don't think it would make sense for him to main event WrestleMania and then win the belt. Like, why? Right? Like, it doesn't make sense. If he's retiring, they're not going to want him to win the belt.
They might do it as a send-off.
I think
they're going to do a Roman Reigns and John Cena match.
I think John Cena is going to have a match against The Rock.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I think they're going to do a final send-off for both The Rock, a retirement match between The Rock and John Cena
at
nice. WrestleMania.
That'd be cool.
Because The Rock is back wrestling, but he's so deep in acting right now that I can't imagine he's going to do it for long. I think he's also coming to do his final goodbye tour. And it would make sense to have the two of them. I mean, they're the two biggest names to come out of wrestling since Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I mean, he's in great movies like Red One.
Right? And is he in something else recently?
Oh, I don't give a fuck. He can fuck off. Okay.
Yeah. Do you think The Rock... Okay, real question. Do you think The Rock should run for president?
No.
Because a lot of people say that if he ran for president, he would win.
Well, he would, because everyone else is fucking incompetent.
Right. So should The Rock run for president?
No. No.
All right.
Now, if he was running, it all depends on who he's running against. If he's running against fucking clown ass John D'Atria Vance, probably he'll win. If he's running
What
against
if he's running against John D'Atria?
That might be that. No, that's a real Royal Rumble right
John
there.
D'Atria. Wait, we're not allowed to say that. We can't say that name. We can't say that name.
No, he denied coming on the podcast. He can go fuck off too.
Fuck John D'Atria and the fucking. Didn't he tie someone up or some shit like? What happened?
I don't know. Everything just shut off. Okay, we're good.
I thought. Imagine we lost the whole episode.
Wouldn't be the worst thing to happen.
All right, everybody.
Okay, let's talk.
Everybody, we're 54 minutes in, and we have an hour of Traitors to talk about. Wait,
what? Oh, right. Who are we? Where are we going?
We're going for the drag queen.
We're going for Traitors. Okay, so
I'm not lying. I don't lie.
Why would I lie, Danielle? Let's start with Traitors recap. Okay. This is the last time we did this. Bob went home. Episode picks up.
They went after the queen.
We
went after the queen
and the Boston Rob.
And we took out a traitor.
The Boston Rob. There's Boston Rob discourse. Danielle and Carolyn really feel like they should target Boston Rob, which I agree with.
We need to work together, and they're trying to target me.
But Carolyn is very wary of the cutthroat nature of the game.
Boston Rob.
I'm Boston Rob. Who
Boston
doesn't love
Rob.
veal parm? I love veal parmesan.
I love it. When's your birthday? I'm born on Christmas.
Sierra, close your eyes, Sierra.
Sierra, don't look, Sierra.
And Danielle is coming for me?
Danielle's coming for me?
And Bob the
drag queen? And Bob the drag queen went home, or I don't think so.
Oh my god, I love Carolyn. I'm team Danielle and Carolyn for the win, but that's me. Okay, breakfast. Faithfuls react to Bob's elimination, but they were all still confused about the coffin shortlist because Alan comes in and says that there are 3 players that need to go in the coffin. Those 3 players were Jeremy, Nikki, and Gabby. Now, with Jeremy going home, they suspect that Nikki and Gabby are traitors still, which I think is fucking dumb as hell. These people don't know what they're doing. Just play the goddamn game. God.
Did we not already talk about this?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, but they're still weary about Gabby and.
Oh right.
Oh, no, not Gabby. Sierra and Nikki.
Sierra and Nikki. Basically, they're like, well, the general consensus is that someone in the coffins had to have been a traitor.
Yeah.
Because the traitors had to have put one of themselves in the coffin. Jeremy's gone, so it has to either be Nikki or Sierra.
Mm-hmm.
There's no one's considering the fact that maybe there was a traitor not in the coffin.
That's very true. I just realized that our Traitors is not on.
Oh no. Gotta put on the traitors. Gotta put on your hood. We gotta work together, guys. We got rid of the queen.
Well, it's not showing up, so I guess we're not gonna have it. It's the worst episode. Okay, anyways, they decide to eliminate Green-Eyed Bandit, Robin Dixon. I am fucking livid.
They fucking killed Robin. They're like, Boston Rob was like, oh, we gotta kill Robin Dixon. And Danielle was like, no, we can't kill Robin Dixon. And Carolyn was like, well, if we don't kill Robin Dixon, we're gonna have to kill Bob the Drag Queen. But Bob the Drag Queen's dead, so we gotta kill Boston Rob, but he's a traitor.
Carolyn is not getting
Something
along
like
with them
that.
at all, but Robin Dixon is killed. I'm very upset.
Yeah, why? She was doing more services for the Traitors than anyone else was.
She should come back to Potomac after this amazing run on the Traitors.
The Green-Eyed Bandit, because she has green eyes, and Robin Hood, Bandit.
Robin Hood, Robin Bandit, Bandit Hood, Bandit, Crashing Bandicoot, Bandit.
Hood, milking this series for content on our podcast.
Oh my god.
Boston Rob,
Okay.
Boston Rob.
Dolores is the last housewife standing, and she's very worried about that.
Dolores is like, I have a giant target on my back. They're gonna kill me. I have a giant target on my back.
Every episode.
I have a giant target on my back. Every episode. She's like, I need the shield more than anyone else because they're going to kill me.
Alan says that they are going to church as they go to this area, and the players must solve riddles to earn shields, but Danielle makes a baffling move by giving both shields to Dolores instead of protecting herself.
Well, she gives the first shield to Dolores, and then the second one to Derek.
To Derek, which was fucking weird as hell because no one wants Derek with a shield. Derek Levasseur.
Well, I understand why, because she took Derek off to give the shield to Dolores, and then she felt bad because her and Derek were friends, so she gave it to Derek. But at this point, it's like, bro, are you not afraid you're going to die? Why aren't you giving it to yourself?
Yeah,
Are you a traitor? Also, I like to point out how Bob H went up immediately, said, I don't know the answer, grabbed the wrong... He didn't even listen. He was like, I didn't even listen to the riddle. Grabbed a random one and threw it down and then got eliminated.
Bob H, they were like, so we can't do that anymore.
Wes was like, okay, guys, let's not do what Bob H just did.
My God, it was so funny. Also, Wes has that theory that Boston Rob is a traitor, but he's keeping that to himself.
He's like, remember what Bob Q said.
Bob the Queen? Okay,
Bob the Queen? Not Bob the Queen.
We get back from the mission, and there are cracks in the Bambi Alliance as Chriselle suspects Nikki of being a traitor. She just
now, why does Chriselle... The exact reason why Chriselle thinks Nikki is a traitor is because when... Who was it who told Nikki that Bob mentioned her? Was it Boston Rob?
I think it was Wes.
Or it was Wes. So Wes, because Bob the Queen had said Nikki had thrown her name out there for the same, like, the coffin reason. And I think you're right. I think it was Wes. It was like, Bob Q.
No, he said she was performative. No, Wes thinks
right, and so Wes, it must not have been Wes who told Nikki, but whatever. Somebody told Nikki that Bob the drag queen had mentioned her name, and her reaction was because she was friends with Bob the drag queen, and she was upset that him as a traitor was trying to throw her under the bus. And so Chriselle sees this and goes, well, her energy shifted. She must be a traitor. Stupid. This is her closest ally in the game.
Her energy shifted after Bob got eliminated. I was like, okay, girl.
Yeah,
okay, girl, you better be bad at this game. The fuck, there's a reason she's on selling Sunset. Okay.
So then they go to the round table.
Oh my God, they go,
and it's basically Lord Ivar gets up there and goes, "I'm going to start. There are 3 main suspects: Boston Rob.
I'm married to a bloke.
I married a bloke.
Married a
boss. I married a yacht. Boston Rob, and then Sierra because she was in the coffin, and then Nikki because she was in the coffin."
I'm like, y'all need to calm down, bro.
And they're like, whatever. They're not going to bother with Boston Rob, so they're like, okay, it probably was someone in the coffin. It has to be Nikki or Sierra. And Nikki says, I know I'm a faithful, blah, 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 it's Sierra. And Sierra says, I know I'm a faithful, blah, 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 it's Nikki. And then, what's her name? Shakira? What the fuck's her name? Chriselle goes...
I just like playoff vibes. And like...
Chriselle goes, well...
It's just, I don't want to do this. It's just, I play off vibes, and I just know, like, a part of me, and I'm just
and then
so
Sierra,
I'm so sorry.
And then Sierra says, listen, Nikki, you have a cold and calm personality. That's not the kind of personality a faithful would have. You must be a traitor. And like, those 2 things are enough for everyone to vote out Nikki.
Yep, then that's what they did.
On no evidence, just on the fact that her energy shifted and her personality was wrong.
Nikki Garcia.
And so she gets voted out and tells everyone that she is a faithful and that she is going to go happily spend time with her family.
There is still
and go to the
suspicion of Boston Rob, but alliances continue to crumble. We are now in episode 6, where episode 6 kicks off with tension at all-time high among the traitors, particularly between Carolyn, Boston Rob, and Danielle. Because during this episode, Danielle starts to give out names, saying that Danielle is possibly a traitor. She says this to a few people.
Yeah, she's kind of trying to throw Carolyn under the bus a little bit, because she feels like Carolyn cannot be trusted.
Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile, at breakfast, they have to vote on, they choose someone to kill.
Yeah.
And who do they narrow it down to?
Bob H.
Bob H, Derek, Bob H, Wes, or Ivar. And the person who ends up not walking into breakfast that morning is Bob H. Now, important thing of note. At the round table, Bob H goes, if I was you, Boston Rob, being such a good gamer, I was a traitor, I would immediately gun for Bob the drag queen because he said your name and do that to establish dominance. He basically said what Boston Rob did exactly, and Boston Rob was like, yeah, but I didn't do that. And Bob H is like, oh no, okay. And then they killed Bob H. And one thing that's very important is this breakfast. Derek says, if I was a traitor, and if he basically says if Boston Rob is not a traitor, that he is a genius for figuring out Bob the drag queen, and he should die. And so if Boston Rob walks through that door and is not dead, then he is 100% a traitor. And thus starts Derek Levasseur crusade against Boston Rob.
It is absolutely amazing. Well, the traitors agree to a temporary truce, with Danielle attempting to apologize to Carolyn through trust, even though the trust is already shattered. Now, despite their fighting, the traitors settle on murdering Bob H. Bob is blindsided, frustrated, expressing disbelief at the decision. Players then venture into the woods to collect gunpowder and shields while solving a number-based riddles. They are running through, trying to get gunpowder and shields. They're trying to get shields as well, because shields
all got the shields first.
Important. There is a massive explosion, and they
knock over the traitor. They win the money.
They bank $30,000.
It's all good. $30K.
During this, Carolyn is still sussing out Danielle as she goes up to Gabby and Brittany and finds out that Danielle is saying her name, which pisses off Carolyn.
Brittany's like, someone said that you said my name, and Carolyn goes,
what? And then we cuts to confessional, and Carolyn's like, Danielle is saying my name.
Danielle is saying my name after we swore to not say each other's names?
It's fucking awesome. I mean, Carolyn is so funny.
Jeff Probes.
So we go to the round table, and Derek makes a very compelling case against
he's like, I'm going to make a move. He decides that now's his time to make the move.
But no one listens.
Because he lays out perfect evidence. He says everything that we have seen in the show, everything that Boston Rob has done, all the reasons why he's the only person with evidence against him. And Boston Rob goes, well, some people have been saying Wes. And then half the round table, for some reason, just decide, because Wes is aggressive. We don't like Wes.
It's because Wes goes, I'm coming after you. And they're like, the fuck? They're like, Wes,
Wes goes, if you vote for Boston Rob, good. But if you vote for me, I'm coming after you. And they're all like, does that mean you're a traitor? And he's like, no, I wouldn't say that if I was a traitor.
It was
and they're
bad.
Like, traitor!
It was a bad word choice, because Wes does go home in a 6-7-1 vote.
And he tells all of them to go F themselves. And
which is a
during this
great part of the show.
Dylan and Derek have formed a bit of an alliance. A little close, they're friends, right? And Brittany is ride or die for Boston Rob right now in this episode.
My God.
And so Derek looks at Dylan and says, vote Boston Rob.
Mm-hmm.
And Brittany looks at Dylan and goes, don't vote Boston Rob. Don't do it. Vote for Wes. And so after the ceremony, Derek goes up to Dylan and he goes, listen, I'm going to die tonight. Because I know I'm going to die because Boston Rob is the traitor. All the evidence is there. I laid it out and he's going to kill me. I also think that Brittany is a traitor because she was riding for Boston Rob. And the only reason she would ride for him like that is if she was a traitor. For some reason, Brittany is not a traitor. She just really likes Boston Rob. Really likes Boston Rob. And so, after the voting, the people, the traitors, they go and they have their little commune. Oh, something we didn't talk about, though, before Wes got voted off, is there was a little tiff that happened where Carolyn called out Danielle and then said, I think you're a traitor, Danielle.
Yep.
I think you're a traitor. And voted for Danielle.
Mm-hmm.
And Danielle, thinking that Rob would have the votes, voted for Rob. So right now we have a situation where Carolyn went for Danielle and Danielle was gunning for Rob.
They all went
and
after
none
each other.
of the traitors can trust. None of them can trust each other anymore. And as they get into that turret, it's a lot of tension, and that brings us
because Carolyn goes,
episode.
The only people I want to kill in here is you guys. Well, Rob, I guess
The only
we're gonna
ones I want to kill are you guys.
I guess we have to go after Danielle. And then Danielle goes, I'll come after you. I got so much evidence on you. And they have a big fight. And it leaves a question. It's like, are they going to kill anybody? Are they going to decide on who to kill?
Because they can't seem to decide, but...
Oh, they do.
They do decide.
They killed Derek Levasseur.
Despite being best friends with Derek, Danielle says that she goes, if you guys, I'll let you guys have Derek on the condition that we can all be okay. And we can put everything that happened behind us. And they say, all right, we'll put it behind us and we'll take out Derek. And so Danielle agrees and they put down Derek.
Derek is put down.
Now, when Derek was talking to Dylan, he said, I'm going to die. And then Boston Rob is going to say, oh, they're trying to fucking frame me, bro. And the next morning, Boston Rob sits down next to Dylan, looks Dylan specifically in the eyes and goes, trying to fucking frame me. Trying to fucking frame me.
It's wild. Absolutely
wild. And Dylan's takeaway from that is, yeah, Boston Rob's a faithful.
Alan arrives in an all-white suit, announces that a wedding-themed challenge will occur, pairing up the players for a test of endurance. Now, the teams are Ivar and Sam.
So the people who don't talk.
Dylan and Tom.
So the idiots.
Dolores and Chriselle. And then we got...
questionable of skill.
Sierra and Boston Rob.
The gamers.
Danielle and Brittany and
the big brother.
Carolyn and Gabby.
The blonde?
Sure.
They don't really have much in common.
Players must hold hands inside a glass box for 8 minutes to win money and shields, but the challenge escalates as millipedes, scorpions, and snakes are added. They have to hold the hands for 8 minutes. The first team to drop out loses. The winning team gets a shield.
And guess who cannot handle the pressure?
Rochelle.
It doesn't even touch her hand and she already pulls away. And Dolores looks like she wants to freaking kill Rochelle.
She wants to go Patterson on her. Sierra and Rob grab a shield. And to secure the sudden death shields, we know that Brittany and fucking Bowie Jane. Brittany and Danielle get it, and then as well as Ivar.
Yeah, there's a little sudden death thing where they have to get a ring out of
the. So Brittany becomes a new target after Derek's last words, as the entire cast believes she's a traitor for some fucking reason, which makes no fucking sense. We'll go to the round table.
Okay, I'd like to walk through the logic of why Brittany is a traitor. So Dylan was told that Boston Rob is a traitor 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And that because Boston Rob is a traitor and Brittany is riding so hard for him, she must be a traitor too.
Mm-hmm.
Dylan takes this information, and then Derek is killed, so it should be proven right. And Dylan goes, okay, I know Boston Rob is a faithful. And because Brittany is riding for Boston Rob, she must be a traitor.
Yep.
And he literally presents that evidence to the table. He goes, Derek told me that Brittany is a traitor because she was defending Boston Rob, but that only makes sense if Boston Rob was a traitor.
Mm-hmm.
And Dylan is convinced that that's not the case.
And Boston Rob goes, you're not doing this. They're putting it on me. Why would I kill Dylan?
It's bullshit. And you know what his logic against Brittany is? He goes, listen, whoever did it had to have been in Derek's group and knew he didn't have the shield. And Brittany's like, Derek told people that he didn't have the shield, and the traitors could have. And he goes, no. They don't count. It had to have been someone in his group, and you're the only gamer. It's a compliment. You're the only gamer in the group, so it had to have been you. It couldn't have been anyone else. No one else is a gamer. The traitors couldn't have known. It's not possible that I did it. There was one moment when, I think Tom. So the person who really brings it against Boston Rob is Tom Sandoval. Tom Sandoval, after talking to Dylan, is convinced that Boston Rob is a traitor after all his outrageous accusations against Chriselle and freaking Dolores for some reason, and Gabby. He actually decides that, okay, Boston Rob is a traitor. He has to be. And he brings this up and says, Boston Rob is a traitor and he should have to, defend himself. And Sierra goes, he already defended himself last night. He doesn't need to again.
I was like, oh my god.
I'm sorry. So if you defend yourself poorly, if there's a ton of evidence, you're the only person with any evidence against you, and you defend yourself very poorly once, and the only reason you don't lose is because people use their emotions instead of evidence to vote. You don't ever have to defend yourself again.
It's wild.
Let's say that like
Bob the Queen.
This like continues, and like Boston Rob, like, are we just gonna let him just like he gets off scot-free? He's automatically a faithful.
Yes.
And we're just gonna keep going with him. We're just gonna roll with him no matter what. No matter any new evidence, because he already defended himself. No double jeopardy. This is a legal system, apparently. This is like court in America. It's such a stupid way to play the game. Worst faithfuls ever.
The Traitors, they fucking turn on Boston Rob as Boston
They see
Rob
their opportunity and they strike.
is banished, and he goes.
And he's like looking around like this. He's like,
I'm a faithful. I'm a traitor. I'm the most faithful traitor you've ever seen.
ever since day one, I've been up and down.
So.
And over again, I'm a traitor.
They're so
and I'm
excited.
going home.
They're so excited. They're so freaking excited. But
they're all happy. Tom Sandoval's like, I did this, bro. I'm the goat. He's dressed like Christopher Moltisanti. He's like, I'm the goat, bro. I literally did this.
It's truly wild.
My ego.
The people up for murder are Tom Sandoval, Dylan, not Sierra, Gabby,
Michelle. Gabby,
Dolo,
Dolores,
and Chriselle.
A lot of people up.
There's 6 of them
for death,
or 5 of them. It's 5 of them. So the
Traitors
have to do a face-to-face kill, and it is a cliffhanger for next week. Who do we think is getting murdered?
Okay, I think
The fuck did you just say?
Somebody agrees with me. Somebody agrees with me on her Instagram live. But here's what Boston Rob thinks is gonna happen. I think that it's gonna be Dylan who gets killed. In the preview, they say you were too faithful. Dylan is gonna get killed, and then they're gonna take Sandoval and they're gonna flip him to a traitor. Because who?
I think they're doing Brittany.
What?
Yeah, Danielle wants her ride or die in to win the game, to get Carolyn's trust, and she said.
But Carolyn would not allow that.
If she's a traitor, I think Carolyn would be okay with it.
I from Carolyn's perspective, I think Carolyn would be worried about the two of them teaming up and kicking her out.
That's true, but I don't think.
If I was Carolyn, I would not let Danielle bring Brittany in, because think about it. Right now, Danielle, if she lets Brittany win, then she loses because Brittany is a faithful and she's a traitor. But if they're both traitors, they can kick Carolyn out and split it between the two of them.
They can, but I don't think they would do that.
I personally think that I think they would kick Carolyn out for just the beef between Danielle and Carolyn. I don't think that either of them fully trust each other. And I think bringing Brittany in would break that trust.
We will see.
Now, I think taking Sandoval in as a traitor is a great play because he is such an obvious faithful. He's such an obvious, like, not good at being a faithful, but him making a play on Boston Rob is like, now he's an okay faithful because he actually did something good. So they want to keep him around, and like, it just makes too much sense to bring him in as a traitor. That's my theory. Dylan dies.
Sam would be wild if they brought him in.
No, because at some point someone is going to bring up that he's too quiet and he's going to get voted off, I think. Ibar is quiet, but he's an obvious faithful.
Yeah,
Sam?
See. I don't know.
There's going to be a table. I genuinely think we're going to get to the point where there's going to be a table and they're going to say, listen, we don't have evidence on any. It might even be the next one. There's no evidence on anyone. Sam has done so little. He's been so quiet that he's the safest bet to take out. And they're gonna vote him out. I'm telling you, next table they go for Sam.
That's fucking wild. Probably true, but Traitors it's really feeding us. It is amazing.
And you know what? If they bring in Sandoval and have Sandoval spearhead against Sam or spearhead against anyone, if he's wrong, his Boston Rob will give him slack with the rest of the faithfuls.
Bring me back.
Start What is that?
The current recording. What?
I opened to the current recording?
Somehow, I don't know.
I watched.
So, chat, we want to bring something before we leave. We have a special announcement to make.
Boston Rob. Wait, hold on. I have to retire the Boston Rob character because he's not on the show anymore, right?
That's so unfortunate.
It's been a great one episode on the Sweet Potato Podcast. I love working with all of you. It was a pleasure working with all of you. I'm gonna have to hand it over now to Matt and Theryn and to Carolyn and to Evil Dick and Richard Hatch and Everglade Ed
Richard
and
Hatch.
all the other people.
Do you want to announce what is happening next week?
Boston Rob, me?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get to have the announcement before I go? Alright. Next week, the Sweet Potato Podcast is going to have a very special episode with a very special guest from Big Brother 25, Felicia Cannon. Fan of my show, The Traitors. She's a beautiful woman.
Sweet potato. The Sweet Potato Pod. You know, I was on with the Sweet Potato Pod, you guys, today, and in a couple of weeks you're going to see our podcast come out, and it's going to be phenomenal. We talked Big Brother at its best. So thank you guys for the Sweet Potato Pod.
You heard it here first, folks.
We heard it here.
We got Felicia Cannon on the pod.
So we will...
Carolyn, do you have anything to add about Felicia Cannon?
Felicia Cannon, like, I'm not a gamer, okay? I'm like, Bob the Drag Queen is not a gamer.
Bob the Drag Queen had to fucking go. He put my name on the fucking table. He had to go.
Deal or no deal island.
Bob the Drag Queen said that everything he said was a lie. So when I won Deal or No Deal Island,
He didn't win.
He didn't win, he, like, lost.
I may not have won Deal or No Deal Island, but I was the best player. I'm in fucking Mensa. I was the best player ever to touch Deal or No Deal Island. That dumb bitch tried lying to me. She said, I have the last case, Rob. And I said, that's bullshit.
Don't lie to me.
Don't lie to me.
Anyways,
don't lie to me.
Sweet Taters.
Alright, Sweet Taters.
We out.
Sweet Taters.
Goodbye, Sweet Taters. This is Boston Rob and the Sweet Potato Podcast signing out. Bob the Drag Queen. Fucking Bob the Drag. Fucking Boston Rob.